to fix the camera.
It's good.
All right, we all good?
Yes.
Nothing's gonna happen. All right. Here we go. So
There we go.
when I start, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yes.
All right, so we're picking this mannequin level, as I was saying earlier, to manipulate flame RNG. The flames in this game are random, except depending on which levels you pick first. So whoa, that was not supposed to happen.
Nice.
You're supposed to make that jump, but there are a bunch of lanes you got to be on to avoid getting burned. So that was unfortunate. That was a really bad start. Jump over here. Normally you need a rope to cross that, but if you watch the speed run, it might ruin the casual playthrough of this run. So the mission is to rescue a bunch of civilians, and in the any % run, we want to rescue the minimum amount, which is 6 people in here. It's right underneath the clock. All right. So basically, to know what to do in the speed run is to that was bad. To know what to do in the speed run is to just memorize where the layout and where all the civilians are. All right, so let's hope I get this. Kick this guy. 1, 2, 3. If I was not getting burned half the time, I would have gotten here in 40 seconds getting off of that. So we're going to go down here to save the civilians down here. The reason we went up is because this lady here will not go with us unless the lady above and is saves us. Yes, real fighters kick people when they're down. The reason I was doing the kick is to skip the text dialogue, and there's a text dialogue that happens when your captain calls in at the 1 minute mark, and it's to give you advice, but it actually eats your inputs when he calls.
Alright, so 1 down.
So that's a stage clear. You get all these points, which one might think is pointless, but it's actually XP, and it affects if you get the best ending and unlock the extra level. So there's 8 levels in this game. So far we're on level 2.
Yep.
And we're in this factory. You'll notice that there's an equipment screen that I skip. It's because for the most part you really don't need anything other than just a fire extinguisher. There's 3 levels where we will need to do a little bit of menuing. So I'm just dodging, making precise sharp turns. See if we can. Yep, we saved that guy at the right time. So the fast time for this level, that was not very precise. The dashing in this game is kind of weird. You got to double tap. I'm not too fond of it, but based on the controls they have an action for every single button on this controller. So when you look at it, they didn't really have a choice. So this was the best thing they can do. I just kind of wished it was the illusion of Gaia double tap dashing, because that was just a lot more fluid. Anyway, so we're making our way to the other side. Go turn here. You get caught on stuff rather easily, so trying to be fast here is really tough because you might lose. You'll lose dash time from bumping into things. All right, we skipped the captain text. That's good. Didn't want to hear anything from him. Just gonna tell you like, oh, the place is on fire. The place is on fire. All right, so save this dude before we fall in there. If we fell in there, we would have died instantly. Oh no, our fireman is in trouble. But forget him. We're going to save him. Save yourself. Yep, so we just leave him. It doesn't affect anything whether you save him or not. I've tried testing a couple of things, and saving your allies did nothing there. It would be nice if it counted as a civilian, which, if we get the good RNG, we will see the faster run of this. So a fast time for this level is 1:42 in the in-game timer.
Yep.
But that's not accounting for bad tech skips or good tech skips.
Alright, so 2 down.
All right, 2 down. So now we're in the second part, and whoops. So here's Nico. So when you finish the 4th mission, regardless of the order, one of your teammates is destined to die. In the any % category anyways. And I'm hoping it's not Nico, like I was saying. So I'm doing Dinosaur Land first because this level trolls you really hard. So I do this first to get the tough levels out of the way. So water this, run before I get trolled. Ooh, that was close. I've been trolled there before. Like I said, the flames are they do spread out randomly after a set period of time has gone by, and depending on how many flames you've taken out. So we're going to try and be optimal about it. Jump over that. You want to dash because dashing is faster than jumping over the flames, and jumping over the flames is faster than putting out the flames, unless there's too much fire. So jump over and save that dude, save that dude. When you're doing a running jump, you can clear over 3 tiles worth of flames, and ooh, sub 50 seconds here. That's a good time.
Yes.
All right, watch out for that tile, because that's an explosive gas line. And we're stepping on these green pads because a pink dinosaur is going to tell us that we need to get all these tickets. Get tickets to ride on a boat. All right, got the good lady grab. Yeah, we call it that. Or I call it that. Step on this one, and then we step on one more. Pink dinosaur. All right, we got our ticket to get on the boat ride.
Yeah, step on it.
Because if you go to the boat ride without stepping on those green pads, you will get a message saying, please go down to the second floor. Please go down to the second floor, and then press all the green pads so you can ride on the boat ride. And so here's the boat ride. And apparently, someone was not listening to the instructions of please keep your hands and feet in the ride at all times, otherwise you would end up there. So holding the R button on the controller lets you see flames beyond the walls, and it's very, very handy. Don't troll me. All right, good. Sometimes the flames over there are like might randomly spread to really far. So now we're gonna run away. There's one more dude that you noticed that I passed earlier. That dude will try and make us save all the fossils, and it wastes like 2 minutes trying to save him. So we're gonna get out of here. Come on, get to the exit.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's see. Okay, so I gotta water this because I can't make that 5-tile jump. I could make a 4-tile jump, but it's really risky, and it's a 2-frame window to jump it. I've done it a few times, but it's not consistent. All right, so we're gonna jump over. Ooh,
oh, no.
Bad RNG. That was just bad RNG.
Damn
It
it.
wasn't there earlier. That sucks. And that's random. It doesn't happen often, so usually I will just...
Oh,
That was a 4... I could have made that. I could have made that.
okay.
That's tough. Fast time getting out of here is 2:37, or at least that's the fastest time I've done. But typically, like 2:40 in-game time is a alright time. I think at this point you're gonna level up.
3 down.
So we're heading on to the 4th level.
Yep. The mines level.
I don't know why he has to do that. All right, 4th level, and remember when I said we don't grab items? We actually need an item here in the mine levels, because if we don't have it, we cannot beat this level, because you will see why.
It's mind-boggling.
Yes. So we need the mines to blow up the wall. We need some explosives. Oh, I didn't want to activate that. 1, 2, 3. Go through the wall. Dash up. Dashing through the gas. Put a bomb there. Save that dude. And put a bomb here. 1, 2, 3. Go. You got to be careful of that guy over there. If he gets hit by the bomb, he dies, and then you got to do the long way for this game.
It's very
or
eerie.
level. Yeah, it's very smoky. We need air. So you'll notice that we have an oxygen tank. It's only useful during the mine levels, but for some reason the game lets you select it during the other levels. I thought it might have been like, oh, there's a smoky area in the building that might be dangerous without oxygen. You know, that makes sense, but no, it's only for the mine levels. And if you brought it to you on any other level, it was basically just dead weight. So save that dude, drop down here. If you're really fast, you can do this level in sub 1 minute, which is basically before your boss calls you. And so far, we're doing pretty good. Oh, I don't think we'll get the sub 1 minute.
No.
So this guy wants us to save his family heirloom. I say that's garbage. It saves you animation time. We take a death warp. Oh, almost a sub 1 minute.
Yeah.
We got called at the 1 minute mark.
It's 4 down.
And as you noticed, you heard the bomb from
Yep.
over there. Had we kept the item from the old man, or the miner, he would have dropped in and talked to us. Oh, Betty died. That's good. Oh, no, that's not good. But it's not Nico who we want to live.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a 1 in 4 chance that Nico would have been picked to die at the scene. But it's only a 1 in 4 chance out of the other 3 members that could be killed. So it used to be we needed Chris and Nico to survive, but it turns out that we only need Nico, which is really good because then that reduced the chance of the fast world record run to or reduced the chance of failing a world record run. Did not want to do that kick. But yeah, we want to jump up the stairways. I forgot to mention this. If you try to run up the stairways, you will only walk, which is slow. Don't need to really explain that part. All right. I wanted to save that guy. Come on. All right, I'm going to water this just in advance. Use the R button. All right, flames are good. Mash the B button, because when you go through those doors that go, it will eat your inputs, and I have gotten burned a couple of times because the doors just keep eating your inputs. All right, so this is kind of slow. We get called right here. Usually, if the flame pattern over there wasn't so bad, we would get called around this door area. So this is just a little slow. So you noticed earlier that we were playing on the consoles. We were switching powers to open different doors. So if you didn't you didn't turn on divert power to certain doors, you would not be able to. Ooh, that was close. You would not be able to open certain doors. So over here, we're gonna activate the green console because there's a green box, and so we can open the door to the main generator because we need to turn on all the power. Now, normally you need the electrical fire extinguisher, but who needs that? Who needs that? Who needs to put out the fire? It's not like it's going to overheat, right, guys? So we do that to turn on the power and then get out. Watch out for flames because they spread at this point. And now we just pretty much need to just save 2 more people and then get out. This level also has a mini-boss that you can fight, which is kind of curious. Which is kind of curious in a firefighter rescue game, because you expect to just save people, and the fire is the only enemy. Come on. Get up.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if you fought the person who started the fire, maybe. That'd be cool.
Funny you mentioned that for this one level later on, but minus the fighting part,
Okay.
but more like where you confront the cause of the fire. So basically now we're just running through. We ran so far away, and down here, do we get good RNG with the flames here?
Seemed like it.
If you have to water it, that's slow, and if you can't jump it, that's even slower. But sometimes down there, the flames will actually be clear for you to run right through. So I'm standing on the correct lane to not, activate the door and touch the flames. So that was a pretty alright level, didn't get burned. Getting burned costs 6 seconds when you get hit. So that's not good. Usually if you get hit, it's a reset.
Right.
All right, so Betty is dead. And then you find out that all of this was just a movie. This is all a setup for a movie. So here you're going to see the fast strat with Nico since he's alive. And thank you for not dying, so we can show the fast strat if I don't screw this up. This level you can also complete in under a minute as well, because it's really short. All right, save those 2. That was good grabs, good grabs. Put out these flames over here so I can run out, and then water this.
Thank you.
And grab it out. Those are some good tech skips right there. Good tech skips are skips where you look like you just picked up the person without ever interacting with them. Now, the reason Nico is useful is because he's right here sleeping on the job instead of saving people, so we got to save his rear end. Skip through so you don't have to water that.
Thank you.
And then we pretty much just need to get out after saving 1 more dude. Each speedrunner does their own take on which levels to go first. So my route is my route. Oh yeah, so that difficulty thing I was talking about earlier with selecting levels, it does not apply to the mine levels. They're always the same. All right, so I promised I wouldn't try this during a marathon, so I'm not. Sub 1 minute, we didn't get called by the captain.
All right, 6 down.
Yes. All right, so the next level is going to look a little familiar, but we're going to go to the building level. Oh yeah, when you level up, you get more health and you get more carrying capacity. So we're going to the Gemini Tower, and here we also need an item as well. We need the axe, because we need to break down something later. Dash right off the bat. Jump, jump.
Oh, damn it.
Them inputs.
Nice.
If less than half your sprite is touching the fire, you will not get burned. So that was really fortunate. But that was not supposed to happen. Basically, sometimes your inputs get eaten. Almost got trolled there with the flames, but that's fine. So this building is on fire because, as D. Tyson brought up, someone started this fire here. So we're gonna go save the president in this room. Mr. President, we're gonna save you. I was the president of the company that runs this building. Go up the elevator. Go down here through the door while losing time from all the... You ever heard a door that goes that loud?
Not really.
Oh yeah, so we clip the pot right there so that we don't have to go down a full tile to rescue the lady. Skip the captain text, because by this point he gives no good advice. The call he was giving is basically saying, oh, sorry man, I got no advice for this level. And it's like, oh, well, thanks. Thanks for wasting my time at the 1 minute mark. Alright, so now we're going to run back. We're going to go to the kitchen. Water this, jump over that, water. Jump, water, water, water. Go through here. X this, use the R button to check for flames. I've been burned over there a few times by just like blindly assuming, ooh, bad flame RNG here, by assuming that it was going to be clear, but the flames have actually spread. So that was unfortunate. Ah, see, it's spreading. It's spreading and it's growing. Eee, never saw this pattern before, actually. So now we're going up the stairs, and then we're going to rescue the perpetrator that started this whole fire, except we're not going to hear any dialogue because I'm text skipping everything. So basically he tells you to go look in the binocular, and if you look into the binocular, nothing happens. And he's basically just saying like, yes, I started this fire because I didn't get to be president. But your character is just like, who cares? Who cares? I'm just a firefighter here to save people. Go through here, save this last dude. Yeah, you can actually save more than the required amount of people for more points, but this is the any % run, so people gonna, well, they're gonna burn. Alright, Captain. Alright.
7 down.
Had that flame not, had I not had that misinput or eaten input, it might have been alright.
Yeah.
Basically, just not getting burned is good. Alright, we're already at the final level, at the Paris Mines. And we are going to grab the axe. A little bit of menu here, because before, normally you need the explosives to break down the walls, but let's see, a runner called Zerfalls, I forget the actual name, but Zerfalls found out that you can actually use the axe on these walls, and because they're really thin, and they break down like doors. So I was a little disappointed that I wasn't the one to figure it out, because I actually had that nagging thought in the back of my head.
Damn it.
But, oh well. That's what got me the world record with that axe strat.
Well, like anything in speedrunning, you find things by accident, and this was with an axe, right?
God, axe with the puns!
I had to, sorry.
Was that absolutely
Accidental.
necessary?
Yeah.
Anyways, also shout out to TM9001. He routed the majority of this game. I did help a little bit with optimizing certain levels. Yeah, so Nico right there gives us oxygen. If he was dead, we would actually have to walk out of here, and that's really slow. So we're going to get at least maybe a sub 19. Maybe. But definitely a sub 20, so definitely underestimate. So Chris is over there. He also gives you air, but we don't need to talk to him.
Come on, give these people air.
Come on, Gokagan, you got what you want. Give these people air.
Yeah.
Fall down to Death Warp, because it's it's faster. Trying to axe him in the face. All right, so time is when this part transitions out.
Okay.
All right, come on. Come on, come on.
Do it. Terminated. Yes.
All right, sub 19. That's pretty good.
Nice.
That's actually not bad, because my record is 18:22, so I'm only 28 seconds off.